Let's see if people's notifications are turned on. Sharush, what up? Cheers, Sharush. Cheers. Hello, Pine Tree. Oh, you know, just drinking orange juice from my new coffee mug. What up, Jimmy? Gotta love the orange juice from my brand new coffee mug. I hate my life. Yo, Patch, what up? You like my new mug? Came in the mail today. Yeah, now we got people sending me shit. Alright. You see me rocking the Juan shirt? He's not here. So. Yeah, I hear that. Look at what we got here. Nice and shiny. Ooh. What up, Apache? So, Metabo, I called Metabo on Thursday afternoon and said, yo, your batteries are dying on me. By Monday afternoon, I had my new battery. And there it is. So, and by the way, it was very easy. All they asked for was a partner. The lady on the phone was amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. And, yeah, it was just, she was very good, very to the point. Didn't have to give her 5,000 pictures or videos of a battery not working. Just told me to give her my address, bada boom, bada bing. They shipped it out that day. So they got really good customer service. Really good. And now I can't wait to get this thing charged up so we can unleash that 36 volt hammer drill that I got from Caleb about a month ago. Giveaway if it won, that's mine. No Roosh pile. No, this is my pile. This ain't going nowhere. Speaking of Caleb, there he is. He just magically appeared. Isn't that funny how that happens? You say somebody's name and poof, literally 3 seconds later, they're here. Mr. Caleb, we got to figure out if we're going live or not. Oh no, there's a pile for Josh. It's called my basement. Oh yeah, by the way, cheers. I hate my life. Someone woke me up, Josh. You mess with the thermostat? No, I do not touch the thermostat. My mom fucking was a thermostat Nazi. I probably shouldn't use that word, but she was a thermostat hoarder. So, Mr. Caleb, throw me a text message sometime there, Mr. Superstar. Got 14 different channels that he's managing. Give me a text sometime so we can figure out this whole us giving this live thing a shot. Because honestly, I think people would love it. Yes, let the record reflect. We have learned absolutely nothing from Juan. Get it in the merch store. You do have 14 different channels. You got like, let's see. You got the tool / how-to channel, right? You got your bodybuilding channel, right? Your health and fitness, right? Soon to be, you're going to have a baby channel of how to raise a newborn baby. You're just going to rake in all the dough from every life situation that you got. Hell, why not? Just two. I know, I'm busting your balls. Most of it's just on the same channel. What? Caleb's channel doing nails. BU, his Puerto Rican wife. All right. Now we're crossing lines. But Juan has spoken, Christina. He is the mod god and must be respected and heard. Yeah, what the hell's up with that video? Did you guys see that video I green screened from Torque and Twisted? Like, as soon as I'm off this live with you guys, I am literally tearing that dude to shreds. And I'm going right over there. Now, you guys all know I took back my subcompacts because the trigger fell off the impact driver, and that was the second time it had broke. And I said, fuck these things, they're too small for my hands anyways, and I took them back. So I didn't even have them two tools. But I do have the M12 hammer drill and the Gen 3 M12 impact driver. And we're going to show you that whatever the hell he did in that video, he did just so that he could say he was right to people that don't know, okay? He literally was screwing down into the wood and then was complaining about, like, he went that deep into the wood. Like, he sunk the screw and just kept going that much further into the wood. And then complained that the drill was going to break his wrist because of that. Bro. Nobody does that, bro. Just letting you know. Nobody does that shit, okay? He's a bullshit ranter. Steve Ott, what up, buddy? Yo. Cheers. Yo, if I got a salad coffee mug, how come none of you sons of bitches don't have one? You think I want to be sitting here drinking out of this stupid coffee mug? Oh no, I definitely don't. I cannot be more clear to you how much I do not. Sounds like me trying to use a crimper. No, you actually did a really good job, Christina. I've watched some other people's videos on them things, and you did a better job. Got to go. Only have a half hour to stream, and I won't be live again for a day or two. Had to drop a like, comment, and say something. All right, brother, man. I'll see you later, dude. Yeah, we're not staying on here long. I just wanted to... Is Caleb still in here? Caleb, are you still here? What the fuck was that, man? Like, what was that? I don't understand what that was. Of him doing that video. Yes, she did better than my daughter. I hope so. Why, your daughter did a video on the Hystronica crimpers? Yeah, I know you saw it. How crazy was that guy? And then had the nerve at the end to justify what people just watched. Like, bro, you're kind of ridiculous. So, Metabo good. Metabo, very good. Matter of fact, we're gonna pop this baby open right now. Just like that, you're in. Just like that. Don't gotta fucking cut yourself. Don't gotta mess with the package. Just like that, and you're in. Boom. Shakalaka. No, trying to do a wire repair on a sewing machine foot pedal repair. Well, I hope she didn't electrocute herself. I don't need Metabo batteries right now. Uh-huh. Sure. My favorite thing about being an American woman is being able to see the world through my eyes without being embarrassed about my appearance and appearance in public places because of the way they... I just selected all the random word suggestions on the keyboard. What the fuck? Well, that's good, J-Bubs. Good to hear. So, I just wanted to go live. I know y'all are watching football and all that type of stuff. But, I got to get this bad boy charged, and we got to start testing it. Comes with 2 burrs. Well, somebody fucked up the package, the battery already. How many watts is this battery? They used to tell you on the back here. 72 watt hours times 2. So 144 watt hours. I'm cocking, crack, stupid snake up here, just hearing you out of my handful. What the fuck is going on? Does anybody speak English out there tonight? Like, what the fuck is going on? Shout to Souls for his tips to keep away snake. What type of snake are we talking about, Juan? I mean, let's just what up, LFL? What type of snake are we talking about? You and Souls got something going on that I don't know about, Juan? I don't know what he just said. I don't know what he said. He's fucking Juan, man. He can just blurt out whatever the fuck he wants, and then he expects other people to know what he's saying. He's a fucking legend. He's Juan. Poisonous ones, laugh out loud. Dweeb, what? Meaning crackhead? He's outside cocking a crack. And you Soul's tip to keep the snakes away. Okay. He's cocking a crack, people. Why the fuck did I go live tonight? I'm drinking out of a salad cup, wearing a Juan shirt, and laughing at Juan. Bro. Oh, I can't wait to text Souls about this one. Yo, Juan showed up in the comments saying he just got done cocking your crack. and fucking thank God you kept the snake away. I'm fucking crying. I'm fucking crying because you can't make this shit up. Juan, come on. You got to see what's going on. And that's why I rock. Okay. We're busting your chops. You need God in your lives? I don't know. I'm just reading what you wrote, brother. Laughing out my... Hold on. Juan, hold on. Time out. I think you said salad every day for 3 straight weeks, and we're telling people that I love eating fucking people's assholes and turning salads and whatever the hell else you guys were talking about, right? I'm not confused. I know what I read. I read I'm cocking Souls' crack. Thanks to Souls for keeping this snake away. That's exactly what it meant, Juan. When you toss a salad, like, go look up the definition of tossing a salad. And not the literal definition, like the sexual definition. And that's what they've been telling me for a month and a half straight. But I don't care. I'm just fucking messing with you, man. It's all good. It's all good, man. I even got a cup. What up, Patricia? He types too fast and uses no punctuation whatsoever. That's why his comments need this. Yeah, I know. I'm just messing with him. Salad toss is toss, not eating. Amen. Okay. I don't mind the jokes. If you can't take a joke, don't dish them out. Exactly, right? But I'm getting set up too much. Weirdos. Which rotary hammer should I get? I told you which one you should get, Pat. But why do you need it? Let's just be honest. Why do you need one? You should probably get the smallest one you can get. But you should just wait till the holiday season gets here. Be patient, or you're going to end up spending 50 to 60% more on it. Trust me. I got my rotary hammer, my Bosch, for $39. That's like a fucking $260 tool I got for 39 bucks. So just wait. Bosch will run a deal on their rotary hammers again because they'll be wanting to get rid of stock. Just be patient. Christmas is coming. Here, I'll show you mine that I got for 39 bucks. I got it in Florida when I was visiting my mama. Which, for some odd reason, is knocked over. Here. I think this is 3/4 inch. I've used it a bunch. When I had to repair the foundation here on the house, I had to chisel out a bunch of stuff, and that's mine right there. Big old beefy thing. It's actually nice. It's got the chisel function. It's got the drill. It's got the hammer drill, and it's just got the hammer if you want to chisel. Juan is now cocking Souls' crack and playing with his snake. So we go from everyone telling Josh eating asshole to Juan cocking Souls' crack and playing with his snake. No, that's what happened. He wrote it, not me. All I saw was, I'm cocking Souls' crack and And shout out to Souls for keeping the snake away. All right. I'm done joking. I don't want to piss off Juan. I don't want to make him mad. What's probably better? Whoa. Juan, get the M12. I got a caulk gun battery operated one for sure. Yeah, the rigid one's nice. Well, is it white, black, clear? Oh shit. I wasn't even gonna go live tonight. I just wanted to share how good Metabo HPT was. And Pat, I got an M12 rotary hammer that if you just need to drill through concrete, it's more than capable. I've only used it a few times because once I got this, I just use this exclusively now. Because this is the best one I've ever owned. And this is, just so you know, Pat, this is the GBH 18V-21. The one that you were looking at was the -22. So this is like the model right below it. This is a 3/4 inch. The one you were looking at was an inch. If you can find this one goes on sale a lot. If you can find this one from anywhere from 40 to 60 bucks, which they go on sale a lot, you should just be patient and wait it out. Your jigsaw too. Any recommendations? I hate jigsaws. Depends on what you're doing, Pat. If you're just doing little projects, the M12 one works good. That's the one I got. If you're going to get into the Bosch line, the Bosch D handle's a pretty good one. Their barrel grip's a pretty good one. I would tell you just start getting in the Bosch line because their stuff goes on sale a lot and you can get really good deals. Unlike Milwaukee and sometimes even Flex. Flex's deals never really excite me. They're usually a free crappy battery and a charger with some $400 tool, like a battery powered nailer or something. Josh, sorry for the salad toss joke. I really don't know about. I thought it was a weight joke or something like that. Salad and whole related doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know. It's no, I don't care. It's no big deal, man. It's no big deal, man. Hi. Love Soda Arabia. You love. Is that another weirdo, guys? Hey, Juan, is that another weirdo? You see that comment? Hi, you love Soda Arabia. You love, and I don't even know what that is. That little symbol slams. What I'm trying to tell you, Pat, is I could give you the M12 one for dirt cheap. If all you're doing is drilling through concrete, that one will work just as fine. And no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not more money than the Bulldog. Because you can get that one. It always comes in a kit. Okay? So you're getting like 2 big batteries and a charger with it, and usually a carrying case, where these are usually tool only. Okay? So you got to remember that. Batteries are expensive, man. If they sold the Milwaukee just as a tool only, which I think they do, I think I got mine for like 89 bucks. My M12 one, but I mean I can sell it to you for dirt cheap, man. So if all you're doing is drilling through concrete, I mean honestly, any good hammer drill would do the trick too. I just texting Souls about Juan's adventures, and he said Juan must have a gentle touch. He didn't feel a thing. Jesus Christ. No, I can't chip. Although, hold on, let me double check. I got a DeWalt one too. I got a DeWalt 12-volt one too. it's just a drill and hammer drill. Let me go find the DeWalt one. Hold on. No go, kid. The 212 volts are just drill and hammer drill ones. What do you need to be chipping out concrete for? Oh, shit. If it chips, I'll buy it. It doesn't. No, you're looking at the new one, Pat. This is the Gen 1. The Gen 2 just came out a few months ago. And yeah, that one's a beast. Actually, this may have been free. This may have been one of them free tool deals if you bought the battery pack for like $129 last Christmas. I think this was free because they were coming out with the Gen 2 version of this, which is a little bit more ergonomical, more compact, and that one may chip too now that I think of it. Oh, I got something for you guys. So, some guy commented today on my Miss Kita or some Makita video that I was watching. Or maybe it was my own. I can't remember. Right? And he told me that I was super unqualified to talk about tools because all I do is live in the gutter. Meaning I'm just a bowler. Okay? And that maybe I should just focus on educating people about bowling and don't be talking about stuff that I have no clue of what I'm talking about. So I asked him a question. I said, okay, if I'm so underqualified, then why don't you pick up your little phone, shoot a video, and prove me wrong? You know, Soul says that a lot. I got that from him. Then I also said, why do you think Makita's the best? Give me facts, not opinions. Because if you give me opinions, I'm going to shoot you down with facts every time. And that guy proceeded to say, stay in my lane. Good comeback, bud. Like, stay in my lane? Like, I asked you a question, man. Be a man and answer it. Oh, wait, you can't answer it because you just buy the name on the side of the tool and not the tool. And yeah, I'm a fucking avid bowler. What does that have to do anything about tools? Why do people always use that as a dig with me? Like, that I'm a pretty good bowler, so now I can't talk about tools? Do you know what it takes to keep them pin setter machines running in the back? You know how many tools we have back there? We got tools that none of you guys even seen or heard about, okay? Maybe I'll take you back in the pits one day. Would you guys like to see that? Would you guys like to see the back of the pits and all the machines working and all the shit we got to do to keep them going? I mean, working on them machines, it's like working on a car. Not to mention the drill presses. You guys have seen those. So I also said to him, well, if I'd stay in my lane, then that means I would just be using a drill press that's taller than you. And weighs about 6 times as much as you do. So you can take your little Miss Kita drill and go, you know, do your drywall projects that you probably do. And, you know, I'll just keep using the heavy machinery that I use. And then let's not even get into working at Pet Boys. What instrument do you want to learn? I don't want to learn any instrument. Well, I guess he's a hole with an attitude. Yes, J-Bubs. I love how people never prove you wrong. I know, Jimmy, right? I mean, seriously, if I'm underqualified to talk about this stuff, and some tools I am. I'm not going to be honest with I'm honest. Some tools I am. And you know who I call? I call Souls. Or I watch a Souls video. Or I just won't even review it. Because if I don't know, if I've never really used a type of tool like that, or don't know much about that tool, well, then how the hell am I going to be able to tell people whether it's good or not? You know what I mean? So if something like that ever does come across the desk, like a Hystronica crimper, I am not an electrician. This is no slight to any electricians. It just bores the hell out of me, and I want nothing to do with it, okay? That's why I had Christina do it. Her father was a big-time electrician for the IBEW for decades. Taught her a bunch of stuff. And I said, you want to know what? You want to be more involved? Here you go. This is your opportunity. Go get them. And she did a good job. Sorry about that. Had a kid on my account earlier. Really? How are you, buddy? I've been doing drywall all day. Oh, I feel bad for you, dude. Drywall is not my favorite. The dust, ugh. It's YouTube. Everyone on here thinks they know what they're doing. It wouldn't be YouTube without it. What? What are you talking about, Christina? What the hell is a sand tour? Is that an instrument? As it's a school night for everyone to learn a thing on power tools. Yeah. I'm learning to do it slowly after like 4th total reinstallation of an apartment. I'm getting way more confident. That's good, Jimmy. It's why we have a t-shirt that says, "It's fine, I watched the YouTube video." Yeah, but there are a lot of guys that are on YouTube that do know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like Souls, for instance. He knows a lot about tools. It's like his thing, and I refer to him on a lot of stuff if I don't know the answer. And a lot of you guys, like Apache and Sharush and stuff, like you guys have corrected me before. Like when I thought the 8 amp hour rigid EXP battery was tabless. It wasn't. I was wrong. But see, here's the thing. I admit when I'm wrong. I don't try to pretend to be somebody else. You know what I mean? In other words, don't make mistakes by not learning for your life. Just nonsense. Josh, I don't know what you meant there, Juan, but I'll just say okay. Do you like Puppet? Okay, Mr. Plaid, I'm just warning you, if do I like Puppet question is going to be some weird thing, you're just going to get blocked. So don't even do it if it's going to be some weird thing. If it's an actual question, fine, proceed. I'm just warning you. I will always remember walking you through taking that drill apart. You mean the impact driver? Hey, I got it back together in like 3 minutes too. Re-greased and everything. I want to get rigid to get a brushless right angle drill. Why do you need a brushless right angle drill? You don't get the rigid brush. You don't get the rigid right angle drill. You don't get the DeWalt. You don't get the Bauer right angle drill. I'm going to show you what you get because you get more bang for your buck and you get 4 or 5 tools in one. I had a feeling Mr. Plaid had it coming. What did he end up saying? I didn't even see it. Just another loser, right? I'm going to show you what you get, Patricia. This is what you get. Oh, after I just threw it on the damn floor. This is what you get, Pat. Want to know why you get this and you just don't buy a right angle drill for 140 bucks? Because that right angle drill you're only going to use here or there, right? Right. So what do? Well, you can get, I got this on a BOGO deal where you got the batteries. If you bought this, you got the free battery pack. Well, then you return the battery pack, and guess what? This ended up costing like 100 bucks, okay? They will have more of these deals because I think they're coming out with a Gen 2 on this. Regardless, this is what you buy, because now you have a drill with a quick insert collet, okay? You have a 3/8 all metal chuck drill. You have a right angle drill, which you can move around and get creative with, okay? And you have an offset drill, which you can also move around and get creative with. This is what you buy. Because you're going to get 4 tools in one, and it's just a great tool. My new nickname with Bower Brush is Patricia. It is Patricia. Josh, he said you enjoy golden showers. I bet I do. Well, I call that a DIYer kit. Sorry to say. Well, why do you say that? Why is this a DIY kit? You don't want to know, Pat. It's not important. This fucking Patricia's getting an education coming on here, man. Jesus Louises. J-Bubs, why is this a DIY tool? Or a DIY kit? Honest tool reviews. Oh, it's Derek. What's up? I do like the Milwaukee. I don't own that tool, but have thought about buying it many times and do not believe it's a DIY kit. It's very handy on professional job sites many times. I'm learning from the troll here now. Have seen them on professional job sites and have used them as a quick tool set. Yeah, but J-Bubs, you know, where this is a professional type tool is for people that, son of a bitch, is when you're working above, say you're working and you got to get something hung or screw in a fastener or drill a hole up against the ceiling in the wall. And you got to get right up in there. Okay? Well, this gets right up in there. You know where this comes in handy? Professional cabinet makers and cabinet installers. All right? And if you're not doing one of them type of jobs, it is also, this is just as strong, maybe a pinch stronger than them M12 subcompact drill. Now, it doesn't have that much power, but it will do almost every light duty to medium duty task you throw at it. I've done a bunch of videos on this. I actually like the grip. I like this because I don't got a stupid speed selector that I'm constantly hitting with my big hand. The speed selector's up here. Okay, that does take a minute to get used to, I'm not going to lie. But it's got 2 speeds and it's got a bunch of clutches. I think it's got, yes, 16 plus 1. And, you know, if you don't want to use the chuck drill, you can always use the 1/4-inch collet hex quick eject drill. Especially if you got to get into a tighter spot but don't necessarily need that offset. And then if you need a right angle, you got the right angle. And it's more versatile than a right angle because the right angle drill, it's only going in one direction. You can flip this around to like 12 different positions, okay? I love this tool. I think this is so nifty. Yep, exactly, Pat. Yeah, yes, HVAC, yes. Yep, perfect for cabinet and electrical. Yep, I forgot about that too. Electrical. But you want to know what? Maybe J Bubs is in a different field and he doesn't have any use for something like that, which is respectable. Because it's all about what you need to do with the tool, right? You know what I mean? Yes, I have a few friends that are kitchen fitters, as do not rate them as much. Well, I've come to really like it. I mean, it's, you know, to each to their own, you know what I mean? And if it ain't this one, if it ain't this particular one, you can get the DeWalt just came out with a new one, the 20 volt system, which you guys may be seeing here on the channel sooner than later. DeWalt has the 12 volt one that you can get pretty cheap right now. Skill has a 20 volt one. Yes, Skill has a 20 volt one. So there you go, Pat. I know you got a couple of Skill tools. Pick up a Skill one because that's going to be your cheapest option. And for what you're going to be using it for, it will work just fine. Bosch has one, but I'm going to say I think Bosch is raping people on the price. It's very nice. And it is nice that you can buy the SDS Plus attachment for it. So it's got 5 attachments instead of 4. And it is nice and it is powerful, but it isn't $600 nice. You know what I'm saying? When I got this with 2 batteries and a charger for $100, the brand new DeWalt one is $229. The old DeWalt 12 volt is in that 170-ish range. The Skill ones you can probably find on Amazon for $120, $130. $600 is a bit much. It better come with leprechauns and what are them damn things that have the horns on the horses? What are those things? Fuck, I'm losing my mind. But you know what I mean. Fairy tales and fantasies. What up, Douglas? Good evening, everyone. I just got here. Sorry, but you are talking installation driver. I am eager to see the new DeWalt one. We were just talking about that, Douglas. Perfect timing. A personal preference, as yes, they use the Bosch 12 volt. Yep. But that Bosch, the older Bosch 12 volt, I'm talking about the newer one. The newer one is nice. The older one, it's okay. I think it was brushed too, the older one. I don't like too many Bosch 12 volt tools. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't had good luck with them. I had the drill. I had the impact driver. They were both dog shit. God awful. I had the saber saw, one-hand saber saw. God awful. The Skill beat it. And you guys saw how bad that Skill was. So, I don't know. I didn't have much luck with Bosch 12 volt tools and I gave up on them. Yeah, but Pat, Sayer also spent $600 on that Bosch. If you're talking installation driver. I'm telling you right now, it isn't $450 to $500 better. It is better, but it's not that much better. Save your money. Get the ones that you're not out there building houses every day, Pat. You're tinkering around. And I don't know, this is a premium name. It comes with a good warranty. It's not like you're getting some China. It's not like you're getting some Amazon brand here. You know what I mean? So you got, you know, people don't realize, yes, best is best, right? But not everybody can afford that shit. Not everybody can afford to shell out $600 for an installation driver. I don't care how good it is. You know what I mean? So these have a bunch of deals going right now. You can get this at Home Depot right now. You get the battery and charger, and you get this for free or something like that. You take back the battery and the charger, boom, your $199 turns into $100. That's how you do it. And then if you're smart, you apply for the credit card and you get another 50 to 100. You may get this thing for free. You may walk out of there for free. It's a game. Play the game to your advantage, not their advantage. No Ryobi, Pat. I used Ryobi when I first started industrial, blah, blah, blah. Okay. My friend keeps telling me to get Ryobi. Well, your friend's an idiot. Oh, yeah. If you're talking rotary hammer, yeah. But also, don't be going and spending $300-400 on a rotary hammer, Pat. Be patient. Like I told you, I got this for $39. Matter of fact, here. I've already said it 100 times. Do what you want to do. It's your money. It's your life. Go ahead. All I'm going to say is this cost me $39 fucking dollars. You got to be patient. You got to be patient. They go on sale. They go on sale a lot. You just got to be patient, and you just got to browse the stores once or twice a week to find the deal. It's very simple. Don't ever pay full price for tools. I can't tell you the last time I paid full price for a tool. Yes, you should wait. That's the smart thing to do. Because why would you want to spend $250 on this when you know damn well they're going to discount it down to at least $80? Who knows? Check Amazon on this model, Pat. This is all you need. Model number GBH18V-21. Check that on Amazon. Tell me what the price is here while you're watching, okay? Type that into Amazon, and then come back in the chat and tell me how much that costs right now on Amazon. Not on Lowe's, not on Home Depot. Pat's skilled in his own right. I like to see your toy cars. He is. And we brought you Pat. Remember, guys? I told all you guys when he was live on, when I was doing my show on one Friday night, and he was in the comments, I said, y'all, you guys got to go over there and watch Pat's Crawler Garage. And he was all like, what the hell are you talking about? And then next thing you know, I'm over there watching one of Pat's videos. There's Sharouche. There's Jimmy. So that's cool. That's cool. That's what I wanted to have happen. So that's good. Oh, Jazz is here. I just got the Bosch 18-volt 22 SDS Plus, 1330 high torque hammer drill, and two 8-amp hour batteries for $150 today. Were they used, Chaz, or did you get that from a store? Were they like display models at a store, or were they brand new, or did you get them on like Marketplace or something? Because that's a really good deal. I told you that was a really good deal earlier, and to definitely jump on it. I rely on you, Souls, Caleb, Tactics to update us on discounts. You know, I've been thinking about it. It's good that you mentioned that, John Doe. Yeah, very rarely don't ever pay full price because there'll be some type of deal, you know, some type of deal going on that tool. There you go. It's $110 on Amazon, and you were going to spend whatever, $260, $280. I mean, even at $110, Pat, that's a great deal on this. Great deal on this. I just so happened to get lucky and was in Florida, and this was in the back aisle for $39, and it was the last one at Lowe's. I mean, 110, if you wanted to pull the trigger on that, I would think that wouldn't be that bad of a deal. I'm telling you right now, this thing has more than enough power. You already got the two 4-amp hour batteries. I think this is what you need to have. It's not going to break the bank. It has a 5-year warranty. And you're getting that Bosch rotary hammer. Yeah, does it not say Bulldog on it? Who cares? You want to see what I did with this rotary hammer? I'll show you what I did with this rotary hammer. Hold on. I'll show you the foundation repair I did. Now, don't mind this room, guys, because it's all tore up and it's got boxes in it. Hold on. It's all tore up. It's got all my big boxes in it. So, you see that? That's what I used that rotary hammer for. You see that crack? It starts all the way up there. That is an old pipe that they concreted over, and that's where the crack started. Okay? All the way down, boom. And then the water stops because I sealed it, okay? That's hydraulic cement. Okay? Now, I know it looks wet, but it's not wet, okay? That's just where the crack is, and that's where the water tries to come in, and then the hydraulic cement absorbs that water and still stays hard, okay? So that's what I did with that rotary hammer. I took my chisel, I chiseled that all the way up. This part here was about that wide, okay? So that wide, going all the way up, all the way down to the floor. I chiseled all that out with that rotary hammer. All right. Let's go back out here, guys. This is my messy part of the shop down here, guys. All right. Let me get you turned back around. I never realized that wire was there, Josh. I don't think that's up to code. What wire? Are you talking the wire that's sticking out of the wall for the heater? It's fine. The breaker's off on that anyways. It don't matter. That's a dead wire right now. I used mine for 1/2-inch rebar holes in concrete jobs about 6 inches deep, no problem. Yeah, I had no problem with it. Yes, this is my basement. Yep. Yeah, I fixed the leak. Yes, I did. There's no more water coming through, Jimmy. The leak is fixed. I'm telling you, Jimmy, there's no more water coming in. I mean, we just had a bunch of rain a few nights ago, and I literally stand there and I watch it. There's no water coming through it. It's bone dry there now. When we left for Baton Rouge, the night we left, I noticed a big puddle of water sitting there, and I tore the wall open, and I saw it was leaking through there. Now, we had repaired that almost 15 years ago now. So we got 15 years out of that first repair job, but I did it all by hand with a hand chisel. So when we got back home from Baton Rouge from Bowling Nationals, the first thing I did is I took the chisel, I did the same thing I did 15 years ago, I packed it with hydraulic cement, and there isn't a drop of water anywhere near there. Yeah, but Jimmy, it's hydraulic cement. Here, actually, I got some of it. Right here. I'll explain it to you, Jimmy. So here, this is hydraulic cement, okay? And I'm just gonna read it to you what it says. So it's not like regular cement, okay? As water's coming in, because when I was chiseling out that crack, the water was still coming in. If you were to use regular cement, it would never cure, and it would just keep coming through, and the cement would just keep flowing down. This stuff is designed to absorb the water and still cure as water's being added into it. You literally got like 60 seconds of work time with this. Literally. You got to do this in small batches. If you try doing a big batch, it will literally get rock hard in 30 seconds. So you got to do small batches and fill the crack a little at a time. Go make another small batch, come back. And then once you get it all packed in there, as that water seeping through that crack, it is absorbing into that cement, making it hard. It actually needs the water. More water, the faster it seems like it gets hard. It's rock hard, and it's not leaking. It's that little bit different of a color because it's still absorbing the water. Does that make sense, Jimmy? Yeah, it's not wet. It's completely bone dry. Yeah, it's completely bone dry. It is badass, ain't it? Yeah, sure, but he wasn't understanding J Bub's what I meant. He thought water was still coming in, and it's not. How the hell have I been on here an hour already? This wasn't supposed to happen. I'm bringing that up to work tomorrow morning. We actually need that. Well, glad I could help. Now we just have to back around the outside of the house with it. Nope. Nope. Like I said, I did that same exact repair 15 years ago, Jimmy. Now, over time, yes, it does finally give way, but it takes a long, long time for that to happen. Like, I won't have to worry about that until I'm damn near 60 years old. And as soon as I saw the puddle of water there before we left for Baton Rouge, I knew exactly what it was. I knew the patch had finally given way and it was time to redo it. And so I ripped the wall out and I redid it. The future is aluminum foundations. I don't know. I'm too old for the future. Put that cement in Christina's phone so she cannot use the Wi-Fi. Why? Is the Wi-Fi getting all fucked up again? Yeah, you got to make small batches, Jimmy. I'm telling you. Here, I'll read the instructions to you. Hold on. Let's see. Hydraulic water stop cement is a rapid setting, high strength repair material designed to instantly stop flowing water from cracks or holes in concrete or masonry walls, above or below grade. Hydraulic water stop cement can also be used to seal leaks in swimming pools, foundations, and for sealing around concrete pipes, conduit, and manholes. Hydraulic water stop cement is uniformly blended properly, blah, 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 mixture of Portland cement, grated sand, and proprietary, oh my God, I just fumbled that all up. Additives. Surface prep. All repair areas should be free of loose material, dirt, dust, algae, and mildew. Small cracks and holes should be enlarged with a chisel. Edge must be square or undercut. Avoid V-shaped cuts. Now, they say avoid V-shaped cuts, but you really want it to be like a C. You know what I mean? You can do a V, but just don't have the V be like that. You can have the V like that. Don't have the V like that. You can have it wider like that, almost towards almost like a C. Put that cement. Oh, okay, that signal is good. No, he sees me because I always forget to turn off my Wi-Fi. Oh, I'm old, Sayer. As you call different things, all in different countries. Yeah, exactly, J-Bubs. The Romans actually invented hydraulic concrete way ahead of their time. But it's not Glex Seal left. Fix the boat. Yeah, it's definitely not Flex Seal. I am not Billy Mays. Jimmy asked me. Jimmy had a legitimate question when I showed him my repair job on my foundation. He wasn't understanding, so I made him understand. Yeah, I'll be 40 in a few months. I'm in my 40s, man, and I hate every minute of it, and I feel like I'm 92. As you call zip ties, and we call them cable ties. Really? So yeah, Jimmy, if you ever got a crack that involves water coming in, this is the shit you need right here. And guess what? I always forget that I have this, so I always go buy a new bucket because I can never find it. This is now my third open bucket of this shit. Because I'm always worried what part of the fucking foundation is going to crack next and I'm going to have to fucking fix. You know what I mean? I fixed the crack behind our washer machine. I fixed that. Jeez, at the same time, that thing's still holding strong. And there's a crack on the outside of the foundation that I want to fix too. There's a lot of stuff I got to fix around here before we sell in a couple of years. Yeah, I think this house was built in the 70s, Jimmy. Yep, it's okay. We'll get her fixed up and get her sold, and then we can build our own house. You got to work quick, John Doe. You're so right. You got to make small batches. If you don't make small batches, you're going to be wasting a lot of product. And this shit ain't cheap. This little bucket here, I think it's $15 for this little bucket. It's like $15, but it's so worth it if you're having water issues in your basement and you're seeing water coming through cracks. It's definitely worth it. We tried that, Sayer. We tried all that before I finally did that. We tried doing caulk, cement caulk. We tried doing shit like that, like bed liner, primers, paint. We tried everything. Rubber in a can. We tried everything. And then finally, my buddy John's all like, just go get hydraulic cement. So he came over. He showed me how to do it, and me and him did it that night. And that patch held for 15 years, and now I just redid it a few months ago. I know. These guys are crazy. You know what I'm saying, Steve? Like, the reason why that crack even exists is because there is a pipe. We're thinking that that was an old vent pipe, or maybe even an old sewer pipe from way back in the day, and instead of taking that out and fixing it right, all they did was cement over it. Well, over time, that caused the foundation to crack there. And every time when I just chiseled that out, I didn't want to chisel too much around the pipe. Because if you chisel the pipe just right, you may have it crack in another area and go that way. So I was very gentle with it. I got the pipe all packed with hydraulic cement. I got the crack packed with hydraulic cement. And like I said, that will be good for the next 15 to 20 years. Yeah, but you know, houses have cracks. It's the foundations crack. They just do, especially houses that are a little bit older, you know. And we got issues with around the house too, where we don't think that there was proper drain tile put in. So I have a funny feeling that a lot of water sits around my foundation. And to be honest with you, the foundation's actually in not that bad of a shape considering some of the issues that this house has. But like I said, man, we're just trying to get them all fixed up so that there's no water coming in. And like I said, there's no water coming in. You think I would put all my tools down here if I thought that there was a fucking rushing water coming in down here? There's no water coming in, and we're done with this house anyways. We've had enough, so it's just a matter of, you know, fixing up a few things. We just put a brand new roof on it not too long ago, and all that stuff, and then it's time to sell it and then go build our dream home. Really? 50 euros for that tub, J-Bubs? Yeah, that's like $15. You may be thinking of the little bit bigger tub, J-Bubs, because that little bit bigger tub, I think, is close to like 45, 50 bucks. Don't know yet, John Doe. It's probably not going to be that big. It's just me and Christina. So it doesn't need to be big. It just needs to be out of New York State. And it needs to be a house built for me with tall ceilings and doorways. You know how many times I hit my head on doors in my own house? How many times I hit my head on my own ceiling? Ceiling fans have cut me open before. So yes, they got to have 12-foot ceilings, at least 12-foot ceilings. And it doesn't have to be big. It just has to work for us, and it's got to be on a piece of land where the nearest neighbor is 3 miles down the road. I don't want to deal with people no more. I don't want to deal with neighbors. I don't want to deal with the suburb Karens and all that type of stuff. Yes. Yes. Kind of like a barn. Yeah. Kind of like that. Yeah. Oh, now we're getting radiant heat flooring. Okay, Christina. You're lucky we just don't go buy a barn in the middle of nowhere, put a couple of space heaters in it, and call it our home. Radiant heat flooring. What the fuck? I'm not a professional. I'm a part-time professional. You got to remember that. Oh, Caleb's back. I want to go in Wyoming or Montana, but she won't do it. She won't fucking do it. She keeps saying it's too far. But honestly, once you're in Tennessee, that's still far. It's not like, it's still 14 hours from New York. No, you won't do it. No, you won't. No, you won't do it. Yes, Juan, I am a part-time professional, yes. Yep, add money to the power bill. Well, you have the heaters running and furnace going. Wear slippers. That's what I say. That's what I tell her every winter. Go put on a goddamn hoodie and some slippers. Stop touching the thermostat. In Montana, you'll be by the bear. That may be that may be a reason enough to move there just to torment that son of a bitch, huh? I know. I keep telling her that she don't want to listen. There ain't nothing wrong with Georgia. What's wrong with Georgia, Christina? But no, I guess our middling ground is Tennessee. I'm happy with Tennessee. I'm happy with Tennessee. No, we both work hard, Sayer. She works just as hard as me. See, got him. Sayer got her. He got her. There'll be some nights I'll come in, I'm all like, Christina, turn down that fucking Mr. Heater in your back room. It's 92 degrees back here. I'm not even exaggerating. 92 degrees. Pennsylvania is horrible. I would never want to move to Pennsylvania. Puerto Ricans aren't meant to listen? Okay. Okay, Juan. Oh, Sayer, look. You weren't here earlier, Sayer. Look it. I got my new battery in. Metabo took care of me, man. They did a good job. What up, nobody? I don't think it is Sayer's birthday, babe. Is it your birthday, Sayer? I saw you saying something in Discord. Is it your birthday or isn't your birthday? Yeah, my Metabo battery came in today. They hooked me up. So we can start doing some of those Gen 2 Metabo hammer drill videos now. And then once I get the T-Power battery, we can compare that video to the T-Power video. You know, I canceled that with Acme Tools because they pissed me off. And then Amazon had the battery for like $170. So I'm like, wow, that's a good deal. And then the next day I woke up and the deal was gone. So I'm waiting for it to come. I'm waiting for it to go back on sale. Yeah, Missouri wouldn't be that bad either. Jamie True's right. Missouri ain't bad. No, I forgot my birthday this year. It was back in May. That's what I thought. What happened to the Giants? They're just not a good football team right now. I'm not surprised. I mean, you know what happened to the Giants? A guy who's roided out kicker. That's what happened to the Giants, let's be honest. How are they at the 50-yard line and the guy kicks a 60-6-yard field goal to tie the game? That guy is so roided out. If the NFL doesn't test that son of a bitch for steroids, I'm sorry, there's something going on there. No other kicker on this planet can kick the ball that accurately from that far over and over again and make every one of them. That guy is seriously roiding up. Anyone got a cheap old pneumatic nailer laying around that they don't want? Nobody. I will say, if you're looking for what type of nailer, like just an 18-gauge brad nailer, if you are looking for just like an 18-gauge brad nailer, Lowe's has the Metabo pneumatic one on sale all the time for like $29 or $39. They have it on sale all the time as a deal of the day. Just keep your eyes peeled. They've had that. I bought that nailer, and I also bought a Project Source freaking air compressor because I was going to do battery or pneumatic nailer video, right? Well, I get it home, and the damn thing wouldn't shoot a nail. Now, I had Souls on the phone, too, for like an hour. We couldn't figure out why it wouldn't shoot a nail. There was nothing wrong with the nailer. The damn compressor wasn't good enough to shoot out an 18-gauge brad nail, even though it said on the box that it was more incapable of doing that. So I took it all back, and I threw my hands up. I took it all back. But that nailer is always on sale for like 30-some-odd bucks at Lowe's. Just keep your eyes peeled. All right, J-Bubs, man. Thanks for coming on, dude. Yeah, being neighbors with Illinois isn't great. Yeah, I agree. Chicago is a fucking cesspool, ain't it? And it's such a shame. Me and Christina went to Chicago. What was that, babe? 10 years ago now? 8, 9 years ago we went to Chicago? And we loved it. It was probably 10 years ago now. It was right around, it was a few years after we were married. Maybe even longer than 10 years ago. But man, we had a ball in Chicago. You know, it was that perfect time of the year. It was like September, October. You could walk along the water. It wasn't hot. It wasn't cold. We did the Chicago riverboat tours. We thought that was awesome. And we went to Chicago Bulls basketball game. That was awesome. And just to see, just in 10 short years, how disgusting the city has become. Same thing with New York City. It's a shame. The Stealth Force is still up there. I got to bring it to the post office tomorrow morning. I actually got a few minutes to bring it back tomorrow morning, so I will take it back tomorrow morning. But yes, it's getting sent back. Yeah, the L kind of sucked, you're right. But that's a train. What did you think about the first Bills game of the year? It was an awesome game, and I wasn't surprised by that either. When you got that monster at quarterback, you're never out of a game. Yeah, John Doe, I know. But 10, 12 years ago, I'm not saying it was the greatest place to live, but, you know, I didn't feel like we were going to get mugged on the streets. Not today. I would never, ever fucking go now. Same thing with New York City. I love New York City, or loved New York City. Just something about that city, especially around Christmas time. You got, you know, Rockefeller Square there with the ice skating and the big Christmas tree, and the whole city's decked out in lights, and it's just something about that city at Christmas time that I just love. My niece wants to go see New York City, and I keep making up excuses why we can't go because it's just not safe. It's crazy shit has been happening. Actually, John Doe, no, that's more likely to be targeted. I'm going to be honest with you. I stick out in a crowd. And I've kind of had to deal with that my whole life. So I feel like I would be more of a target. I just got a random off-brand M18 air pump and wanted to try it out. It's a pneumatic nailer function. I doubt it'll work, but it would be cool if it did. I found a 1-inch Bulldog, 2 4-amp hour battery charger, $199 brand new. Yeah, but you already got 2 4-amp hour batteries and a charger, Pat. I would just buy this one for $100. What do you need 2 more 4-amp hour batteries for? So he feels wanted all the time, yeah. I think I already do bug him enough. I was Sasquatch, and that's what everyone called me when I first started my YouTube. But Josh can have the name. I'm okay with old man. I'm telling you, I think you should wait, Pat. I'm telling you, you can get amazing deals on Bosch rotary hammers. Right now, there really isn't great deals on them right now. You just got to wait. But you can do you, man. Do whatever you want. What's your opinion on the 1-inch rigid SDS hammer drill on sale at Home Depot right now? It's all right. It's good. It's not the best. It's not the worst. You can get the job done. You get that lifetime warranty. How much is it for? How much is that deal for Watchman on the wall. How are you still alive? Said you weren't hanging out long. Yeah, but then people came on and we started talking about how to fix your cracked foundation and what hydraulic cement is, and it's kind of just snowballed into this. Are mothballs toxic to breathe? No, because people put mothballs to absorb moisture, but I do think that they can be toxic to like animals. If animals accidentally eat one or something like that, you know them little pellets that you get in like leather coats and shit? Those will kill a dog if they somehow ingest that. I believe about 230 with 4 amp hour max output battery and charger. I'm going to be honest with you, Watchman, and you know me, I'm an Orange Crush Mafia guy. There's better deals on better rotary hammers than that. You just got to be patient. Like, I got this one for 39 bucks, and this is better than that rigid. 39 bucks. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I told Pat. It's your money. You can do whatever you want. But I have a funny feeling come Christmas time, you know, the day after Thanksgiving, November 1st, there's going to be massive deals on this stuff. So I would just stay patient and wait to see what the deals are before you pull the trigger on it. If you need it right now, I still think that there's better deals. This is on Amazon right now for 100 bucks. I don't know if you got Bosch batteries or not. If you don't, then go with the rigid. I was hoping there was a good deal on the rigid dual function inflator for the holiday season. Yep. Not Soul Snake, a true snake hiding in a crack. Here we go again. Always wait for the deal. If you can wait, you can get the best in the market Bosch and Metabo HPT. Mothballs will get rid of snakes. It may get rid of souls as snake. Cheers. Oh, you got Bosch batteries? Fuck, man. 100 bucks on Amazon all day long if you got Bosch batteries. It's a way better rotary hammer. Not saying the rigid is bad, I just think the better value is the Bosch. And just to let you know, this is the GBX, or this is only 3/4 inch though, but do you really need 1 inch? Do you need 1 inch? If you do, then just wait till the holiday season. But this right here is the GBH 18V-21. It's on Amazon, I think, for 100 bucks, bare tool. I got mine for 39 bucks. Maybe if you wait till Christmas time on Amazon, maybe it'll drop back down to 39 bucks. Yeah, I got the Bulldog, $71 at Lowe's, bare tool last year. Yeah, see, guys, you see all these guys talking about how they got their freaking $400 rotary hammer for 70 bucks, okay? Just be patient on the rotary hammers. What happens with rotary hammers is not a lot of people buy them, okay? So they got this massive stockpile. When the massive stockpile gets to the fourth quarter, like we're approaching, okay, we're approaching the fourth quarter, they just want to clear them out because they got new shit coming out. So just be patient. There'll be big deals to be had on rotary hammers. I need something that can punch at least 1 1/8 inch holes for conduit. Oh, this 3/4 inch can do that. I'm all day long. I just got the Bosch 4 amp starter kits and the deep cut bandsaw at Lowe's for $220. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Don't pick up a goo trap unless it's dead. Just make sure you get that drill, and hammer all 3 modes. Yeah, this one's got all 3 modes. I hope to see the DeWalt Grabo on sale. I'm getting 2 of them. Yeah, that needs to go on sale because for the amount of money that they got that listed for, at least at my Lowe's and stuff, I ain't spending that much money on something. Although, getting into this epoxy table stuff, I may need something like that to be transporting it around and stuff. And I really want to take our countertops upstairs and I want to make them epoxy countertops. So while I'm making the countertop, so that I can pick it up and then install the countertop on top of the cabinets, I may need something like that down the road. But for right now, it's way too much. If you want to see how much Josh freaks out, hand him a snake. No, I don't like snakes. I want nothing to do with them. One, email me. It's too much to type on here. Mason, they make money off the other crap you buy. Walmart does the same thing. Yeah. Because they make their nut. If they know that they got a couple of items that are severely overstocked, they'd rather sell it at cost and get rid of it all and get their money back for that item. And that's not including how many they sold that year and made a profit on, okay? So say for 3/4 of the year, they sold however many rotary hammers, okay? This is just business 101. They sold this many rotary hammers. They made this much profit off of those sales, okay? But then they check their inventory everywhere and they see that they got so much of this rotary hammer overstock. Well, instead of having people ship it back to their thing and shipping them back and forth and paying all the shipping, they'd rather just sell it for dirt cheap, make a very small profit margin on it, get rid of the overstock so that there's room for the newer tools coming out. And that's why you can get those deals. You just got to be patient. Hell, you can get a $400 30-degree nailer for a penny at Home Depot if you play your cards right. It's called the penny deal. They are hard to find, but they are not impossible to find. Exactly, Ted Allen. Yeah, $520 Bosch 1 9/16 SDS Max rotary hammer was on sale for $200. Its price tag was $520. I mean, that if you need something that big, that's a no-brainer. How long have I been doing the bowling pro shop thing? Well, I worked for a local pro shop for a little bit, for a few years. And then went and opened up my own pro shops. We're going on, 12 years now doing this. 12 years. It's crazy to think. We've been opened since 2018. So this is our 8th year as bowling pro shop owners. 8 years. Seems like it was just yesterday when we opened up. It's crazy how time flies. Yeah, kits with batteries are like food. They have to get them off the shelf. Yep. Like this thing here. Now I know this is a much smaller one, but this was free with that 5 amp hour battery pack. You bought the 5 amp hour high output battery, you got the M12 rotary hammer for free. Now this has only got the 2 function, so it's not what you guys are looking for. But for a homeowner, this is all you need. Mostly. Do you think the DeWalt 20-volt max tough system, lithium ion, 6-tool cordless combo kit from Home Depot is a good deal. What's the price on it, Mason? And what tools are in that 6 combo kit? Because the problem with them combo kits are, they'll put in one good XR tool, and then the rest are all brush garbage tools, and they're definitely not worth it unless it's clearance down to next to nothing. I tend to stay away from them combo kits. Unless you know exactly what every tool is in there. Them combo kits, I'm not a fan of. I started bowling with my daughter about 4 years ago, and I have been getting more into balls and learning the game more. Well, I tell you what, I am an expert. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but when it comes to teaching the game, doing proper techniques and proper knowledge and proper strategy and proper mental game, I'm very good at that. Very good. And I'm also very good at fitting a hand and making sure the bowler gets out of the ball cleanly every time. Have been using the Gen 1 brush 18 volts M18 hammer drill for years, and it still works. It's slow and sucks, but it works. I have the newer M12 SDS, and it's nice. Yeah, I've been looking at it. It's definitely more compact, and I think it's more powerful. I don't know if that has the chipping feature on it though. Does it, Watchman? Does that one have the chipping feature on it, where you can just see like how this has got the 3 modes on it, right? And this one's only got the 2. Does that new M12 one have the 3rd mode on it or no? I do have a bowling channel, Watchman. I do. It's called Wednesdays with Brad and Josh. Do you know who Brad Angelo is? PBA Pro, PBA champion, the 2nd best 50 and over player in the world. If you know who he is, we used to do a show called live every Wednesday on Facebook. It was called Wednesdays with Brad and Josh. And we did a bunch of teaching in them videos, a bunch of bowling ball reviews, we did a bunch of interviews. We've interviewed Norm Duke, Walter Ray, Mika Koivunemi, Tommy Baker, AJ Johnson, Belmo, EJ Tackett. The list goes on and on. Well, we stopped doing the show because life happened and all that type of stuff. And we never made any money on it. We just did it because that's what we wanted. We just wanted to do it. Well, I created a YouTube channel called Wednesdays with Brad and Josh, and I uploaded not all of them. I'd say about 60% of the older videos up. But if you watch them videos, man, I'm telling you right now, you will learn so much. We go through a lot of stuff, and that channel's making a comeback here. Me and Brad have been talking. We're going to bring that channel back, and we're going to start going live on Wednesdays again, but instead of going live on Facebook, we're going to go live on YouTube. So that channel is going to be making a comeback, and great. Now I'll have 2 channels to run, right? Well, Watchmen, I highly suggest you go to our YouTube channel, Wednesdays with Brad and Josh. Give it a subscribe. And just start watching the videos, my man. Just start watching the videos. And if you Google Brad, you'll see all of his accolades and stuff. And you'll see all the people we interviewed. They're all Hall of Famers. And if you're in the bowling, it's a pretty cool channel. I just put no effort into it. We made the page, we uploaded the videos, and I never did anything else with it. So I think it's got like 500 or 600 subscribers, and I never even tried doing anything on it. So that's going to be making a comeback too. Nice. I I have my Bosch Bulldog, and my Metabo Jackhammer, and Metabo Bosch. What are important things to focus on when bowling? I've bowled once. I know nothing. It's kind of a loaded question. One, you got to be committed. No matter what you're doing, at least in a competitive environment, okay? When you're bowling against guys that are really good and you're bowling for money and you're bowling to win, you got to be committed. No matter if you go back and you look at what you did after and you sit there and you look at it and you go, wow, I was so wrong for playing that part of the lane with that bowling ball. But if you were committed and you made it work and you won, that's the most important thing. I've watched guys do strategic stuff so backwards, but they still won because they were committed to what they were doing. So you can't be second guessing yourself up there. You just got to do it. That's the most important thing. What do I enjoy more, tool stuff or bowling? Okay, that's a hard question. There was one time I would have told you bowling is, and it still kind of is my life. Now, other things have come into my life, and I've had to do other things to where bowling's taken a back seat a little bit, but there's nothing like stepping up in the 10th frame to win, and you get up there and you make your shot, and you defeat your opponent. There's no better feeling in the world than that. And that's what I'm chasing every time I go out there. The pro shop side of it, I love doing the work. I love it. You guys see it when I show you guys when I'm in the shop working. I love doing the work. I will say, though, the last few years, people have gotten kind of crazy, and I'm starting to not enjoy the people. And it's kind of affecting my love for the game a little bit. People just keep getting crazier and crazier. They keep expecting more and more out of a small business, but they won't go ask Amazon to sponsor their daughter's baseball team or softball team. But they somehow always expect us to fork over thousands of dollars a year to sponsor this, sponsor that, for people that never even walked into my shop. And then when you say no, I'm just not in a position to do that, you know what they do? They go on Facebook, they leave bad reviews, they go on Google, they leave bad reviews for what? Because I couldn't give you $500 for your daughter's jerseys or something? I mean, so people have definitely gotten crazier here these last few years. If the people weren't involved in it all, 100% it'd be bowling. That's just what I know. That's who I am. That's what I'm known for, okay? But this tool thing, I love doing it. I absolutely love doing it. I love messing with them. I love doing the videos. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's a week here, a week there where you're just tired and overwhelmed and like, oh, God, I got to do that video. But for the most part, it makes me happy doing this. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys for the last 100 minutes if it didn't. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I enjoy the tool stuff more. I just do. I enjoy the tool stuff more. And that's a direct result of people just being people. You know, after 12 years of being in the bowling business, you get kind of beat down after a while, and of people's comments and all that type of stuff. And it's not to say that I don't love bowling. I love bowling. I love lacing them up and going out there and competing, but I don't have the time to compete anymore. You know what I mean? I don't have the time to compete anymore because I got to run 2 pro shops, because I got to work at Pep Boys. And now I got this tool channel. So my time is spread thin, and I'm lucky if I compete in 2 or 3 tournaments a year now. When it used to be, I used to go out every weekend. Every weekend I used to go out. And doing what I have to do has come in the way of doing what I love to do. And I'm having a difficult time handling that. I mean, like techniques. Say you're going to go bowling with friends, but they have no experience either. What tips would you give them for someone to win? Wrist technique. Well, you don't want to lift up on the ball. You just want the ball to roll down your hand, okay? Lifting up on the ball does not create hook. That creates less rotation, which equals less hook. It's the coiling and uncoiling of the wrist, okay, is what gets rotation. So when you just let the ball roll down your hand, you're already doing that. Once you get used to that, then you can quicken it up. Quicken it up so you can get more rotation. The more rotation you get, the more hook you're going to get. So on and so forth. Almost like throwing a yo-yo, okay? I just gave away my Storm Surge to a kid using his dad's one-handed ball as a two-hander. I just got a gremlin, but I bowled like crap between my mechanics, and my thigh was tight, and I was limping. Yeah, I mean, if your thigh were you limping because bowling did that to your thigh? Or did something else happen? I can watch until 11, then I have to go to bed. No problem, Pat. The audacity of them to do that. Yeah, I know, John Doe. Being a small business owner isn't for the weak. One bad review can ruin your month or quarter. People are really crazy. My parents already went to bed. My mom pulled up her calf muscle coaching volleyball. Yep, that can happen. My sister's team for her 7th grade. Okay, I'm just trying to get caught up on comments, guys. You're going to have a bowling alley in your dream home. No, probably not. You guys don't realize how long a bowling alley is. The lane itself is 60 feet long. 60 feet. That's not including the pin centers, which is another 10 to 15 feet long. That's not including the approach, which is another 10 to 15 feet. So you need 100 feet long just to put one lane in. 100 feet. That's a lot. I had off-campus bowling for first period in high school. I loved it, driving to the alley and just bowling for the fun of it. Yep. Yep. I bowled about 30 games in 3 days. That will do it, Watchman. That's why your thigh. You got to take it easy. You got to build your endurance up. You got to build it up slowly. You can't just go gung-ho. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to get hurt. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. You can get seriously hurt. People don't realize it. They don't realize bowling. People make fun of us because they don't feel like we're athletic or nothing. You know what I mean? But I tell them all the time, okay, you go bowl 10 games in about 2 hours, and then tell me how you feel the next day. Just tell me. Because your legs are sore. Your calves are sore. Your hips are sore. Your back is sore. Your arm and your shoulder and your wrists are sore. While you're probably getting into game 5 of 10, you're probably tingling all over the place. Because, I mean, it's not easy. Okay, hire your nephew to set up pins. Make it big on YouTube and you'll be able to afford it. Yeah, I know, but we'll see where it takes us, right? It's taken us this far. We're almost there. We got like 300 more watch hours until we're monetized. So we are so... it's funny, you know, I mentioned on my live, I don't know, 3-4 nights ago that I thought we would be monetized by this week with the rate we were going at. And I don't know if YouTube frickin' shuts you down when you get that close to being monetized because they don't want to have to start shelling you out money or whatever. But everything's kind of slowed down here the last few days, and which is fine. We're right there. We're so close. So if y'all want to do me a favor, just watch the videos, especially the long format videos. Watch them, like, comment, all that type of stuff, because every little bit counts right now. And my goal was to be monetized in 10 months. It's looking like we're going to get there in 6. So I'm very happy with how stuff has played out on YouTube. Besides a few things I would have done differently. Besides that, I'm more than happy. I have done plenty of lives with bowling. I was just explaining to everybody, we used to have a show called Wednesdays with Brad and Josh, and we would broadcast it live at noon every Wednesday on Facebook. And we're going to be bringing that back. We're going to be bringing that back onto our Wednesdays with Brad and Josh YouTube channel here in the near future. So yeah, we will be. I don't know about glutes hurt for 3 days every time I bowl. Don't do lives with music that you don't own. Well, buddy, when you're in a bowling alley, the music is playing. I just can't shut off the jukebox that people paid money for. I can't do that. I know, I've been on a mission to get better. I got a bit of bowling bug, and lately I changed up from one hand to 2-finger to 2-handed, and I want to get better. Okay, but here's what I'm going to tell you, Watchmen. Getting better, I haven't watched you bowl. I don't know what, where you're bowling. There's so many factors that go into it, okay? But doing the wrong thing over and over again 30 times, like 30 games in a row, you're not going to get better. You're just going to create bad habits. And then when you do actually want to get better, like you'll get to this point to where you stop getting better, okay? Because you reached your limit with what you're doing, okay? I've seen it a million times. And people don't know why they don't get better. It's because they created bad habits back here to get to this level instead of just starting from here and slowly working their way up. They hit that wall, and now it's even harder to get over that wall because you've created such bad habits that it's so hard to break them bad habits that you get frustrated and you quit. I've seen it 1,000 times. So go watch the videos on our other YouTube channel. Just kind of flick through them. And you will definitely pick up a bunch of tidbits. You will definitely pick up a lot of strategy tidbits on what type of ball you should be using. All that type of stuff. And when it comes to your physical game, just do one thing at a time. If you're working on release, just work on release. Don't work on release and your approach and your steps and your swing and your ball speed and your rotation. If you're just working on release, just work on release. Because once you add all the other components together, now you're never going to get it. Because now you're working on too many things at once. Do one thing at a time, get good at that one thing, and then move on to the next. And just keep doing that. It's like building a foundation for a house. Can you put the curtains up in a house before the foundation is poured? No. Can you pick the paint on the walls before you lay the foundation? No. But so many bowlers try painting the walls before they built the foundation. And all it does, you're wasting time because you're just going to be going back and forth. Start here, work on one thing at a time, and slowly build a foundation. Once you get that solid foundation, then yes, you can start painting walls. You can start decorating a little bit. You can start rounding some rough edges. You can start to really take your game to the next level. I made a playlist of all your videos and watch them all the time. And re-watch your lives. Thank you, Douglas. I appreciate it, man. Keep it, man. You will reach the stretch hold, the goal. Shout out to Steven. Shout out to Steven. Nice tip for the snake. Sucks knowing channels like VCG or whatever is called is making bank while channels like yours are still small. Yeah, I know. Sucks, doesn't it? YouTube as an algorithm to man. Pine Tree. Hey, Josh, I'm back. Sorry, had stuff come up. No problem. We're just getting ready to get out of here. John Doe, it's called vaginal cream construction. See you later, Pat. Bad muscle memory. It's not necessarily, people say muscle memory, and that's been in bowling for quite some time. Coaches coaching muscle memory. There is no such thing. There is myelin in your brain. Google it. I've studied it. Okay? There's this myelin in your brain that sends out these receptors to your fingertips, to your elbows, to your legs, to your toes, to your shoulder, okay? Think of it like as a big, thick wire. Or think of it as, in the beginning, a very thin wire, okay? That sends out these signals. Well, if you're trying to work on a bunch of things at once, that weak signal is being sent out and you're never going to get better. If you do it one thing at a time, now you build up that myelin to where you get a wire that thick, to where you don't even got to think about it. You just naturally react to it. And then you do the next one, you do the next one. And that's how we teach in Bowl U, okay? You guys see me wear the Bowl U stuff all the time. Bowl U is the national team that I bowl on every year. It's a top 10 team in the country. We have been consistently in the top 10 for I don't know how long now. And I'm very proud that I bowl on that team and very lucky. But what Bowl U is a teaching clinic, okay? That Rick Benoit, my friend, Brad's friend, created some 20 years ago. Okay? Brad kind of has taken it to a next level as the lead instructor, and I'm just there to lend a helping hand to my friends. And Bowl U is definitely the #1 teaching program in the game right now. There is nothing that comes close to Bowl U. So if you want to learn how to get better, we go to different cities across this country and do camps. If you're interested, or if you think that you want to camp in your hometown, just contact me. And if you can get 15 to 20 people, if you can sell 15 or 20 people to come to that camp, we'll show up and we'll do a weekend camp. We'll do a 3-day camp. So I didn't mean for this to be like a bowling thing or whatever. It just kind of evolved there. So for the people that have been asking, if you're interested and you think that people will come and you guys can get at least 15 people, we'll show up to your hometown and teach bowling. Oh, I out the pair. The walls on the pro stain. When I build a house. Yeah, I bet. I suck at bowling, but I will say the best game I had was 224. Hey, Steve Ott, guess what my average is? Just take a while to guess what my average is. Not saying 224 ain't good. I'm still live talking trash on Josh. Okay. Literally no one here. Oh, I only got 15 people watching, Eddie. I think I've had 25 at one point. That was it. Even my numbers are down, Eddie. I was getting 100, 200 people on my lives, and this week I'm barely getting 30. Something's going on with YouTube's algorithm. Okay, thanks for the advice. I'll watch the videos and add that to my studies. Cool, dude. "15-second burst of power." No, it ain't 250. 250 is really hard to get. Well, 240 isn't easy either, but yeah, 240 is my average. Josh, I cannot be bowling with you. It has to be bowling because bowling is a part of your life. So ingrained deeply that you cannot avoid it. Yes, I know. 264. Man, you guys are really, you guys are giving me more credit. You guys know how hard it is to average 264, 275? Listen, 275 means you struck every frame but one for every game that year. That's hard to do. No, 240, guys. 240 is my average. Too many creators on YouTube, or too many can take the time to watch. All right. We're getting out of here. Wife just told me it's time for bed. I wasn't planning on being live for, Jesus Louise, 2 hours. But thank you guys very much for showing up. Thank you to Metabo HPT for sending out the battery quickly. And if you're not bored, go watch Eddie on his live. Hit up the merch store, guys. Hit up our merch store. We got all the shit you can imagine. T-shirts, coffee mugs, hats, hoodies, all that stuff. If you have purchased from the merch store, thank you. We appreciate it. You can also get Tools with Souls merch on there. We'll see you guys later.